Would you like to know what my primary complaint is about this game? Just right off the bat. It's not fucking racing. And to some extent, I'm actually a little relieved, because I'm not really a big racing game fan. But if you're gonna take a game, you're gonna call it something like 007 Racing, you kind of fucking expect it to be about racing. That's like if I took a game and called it Lord of the Rings NBA Championships, and it being about anything other than basketball in Middle-earth. But if that were the only problem with this game, it'd be one thing. Like, literally it'd be one thing if it were the only problem with the game. That was a dumb sentence. But anyway, trust me, we are just getting started.
Now pay attention, 007. I want you to take great care of this equipment.
So, right off the wing, we get a great little opening sequence in the form of a Bond film footage montage, comprised mostly, as one might predict, of clips that are in relation to the many cars of Bond. Now, being a big old Bond film fan myself growing up, I really enjoyed reliving some of these epic little moments. And yet, I couldn't help but think it was strange we weren't seeing any gameplay footage here. And of course, that's because the gameplay graphics of the PlayStation 1 are generally holy shit ugly as sin. But I'm not gonna knock the graphics too hard because, let's face it, it's the PS1. The graphics, they get a pass.
And with a classic console like this, it's always more about the quality of the gameplay rather than the quality of the graphics. So, let's talk about the gameplay.
Fuck this. This car swerves like a Christmas fucking drunk. I feel so out of control the second I pick up any speed, especially if I have to brake. But after you start adapting to the god-awful fucking driving, you need to start learning the controls, which of course are never explained. So, start guessing. You can find these Hellfire missiles, which you use to blow up doors, enemy vehicles, and other obstacles in your way. The machine gun you always start with, it works great with enemy units, but it's utterly useless on everything else. Luckily, the game isn't too stingy on the missiles. Oh, well, I mean, except for this one very special Stinger missile you're supposed to use to take down the helicopter. You get one shot, and if you miss your target, well, luckily you don't actually have to start over. You just have to go find more. And don't bother fighting those tanks, by the way, just drive right by those assholes. Alright, and got him! Once you complete this mission, you get a little cutscene of Bond and his flavor of the week Bond girl.
Well, it seems
wait a minute. Who the fuck is that? I know it's supposed to be Pierce Brosnan's version of James Bond, but that is one rough rendition that only barely looks like him.
They're custom, Cherise.
Thank you, Mr. Bond.
Call me James.
Oh, and that is most certainly not his voice. In fact, I looked it up.
We've got
It's
company.
this guy.
I had a few optional extras installed for just such occasions.
Before the second mission begins, you get treated to an overly long mission briefing that also acts as a setup for the storyline. And yes, there actually is a storyline. But we're not very interested in that right now. We're more interested in this second mission, which, despite not being very hard, still just about had me ripping my fucking hair out. The premise here is that upon arrival in New York City, you find that a villainous villain of ill intent has planted a bomb in your car, which will explode if you either slow down and or come to a complete stop for too long, or if the timer runs down.
Goodbye, Mr. Bond.
Luckily, MI6 has decisively planted devices around the city, which temporarily prevent the bomb from exploding in some magical manner by adding more precious seconds to your timer. The objective is to make it all the way to the Hudson River, where you will then jettison your car.
That's it. Now launch the car off the jetty.
Oh my fucking god! Except that again, you swerve around like you're driving on bald-ass tires in an oil slick. You have got to be kidding me! Oh well. I have to redo the mission. I do at least enjoy the fact that Jack Wade of the CIA makes a cameo appearance in this one, berating you with his comical commentary.
Driving here is not like England. People aren't so polite.
The game is pretty loyal to the franchise in these sort of ways. Alright, come on, dude, drive! Dab the dab! Fucking goddamn it, bomb! Alright, almost to the river, you fucking bus! Yeah, fuck you, bus! And we've almost got it! Oh, fuck! Really? I was literally in the air! Why didn't you just jump out of the car, Bond? Come on, nice and easy, no swerving, you fuck yeah! We got it! What the Oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, wouldn't that have sucked if the bomb still went off after the cutscene? Why would they keep the timer going like that? Fuck, that was fucking frustrating. Alright, so the third mission doesn't make any effort to add to the story, you're just sort of thrown into this one. And oh my god, is it a pain in the ass. It starts off with a big motor battle, all Coliseum style. They really load you up with weapons here, but oh, wait, that's right, I forgot to talk about weapon cycling. In order to cycle through your weapons, you use the L1 button. And that's it. You can only cycle in one direction. Now, that's not the worst thing in the world, except that, wait, the shield is also in the weapon cycle? And it looks like you have the option of turning the shield on or off, which doesn't make any sense, because why the fuck would you not want the shield on? Except that I can't honestly tell if it's even fucking doing anything to begin with. And aside from the shields and weapons, you can also pick up more gadgety items that include things like the classic smoke screen and oil slick. Except that these are also included in the weapons cycle, so if you're trying to get to something more lethal like your missiles, you have to cycle through all of this non-lethal and often unnecessary bullshit. And this would be far, far less of an issue if the game didn't automatically switch your selected weapon or gadget over to whatever you picked up. In the heat of a conflict like in this level, that can really fuck you over.
For the sake of the car, 007, return fire!
Any of the gadget-like devices really should have been on a separate cycle. I mean, it's not like they mapped anything to R2 or L2. But even if you do have your missile selected, these assholes are just always, on your ass. And don't even think about shooting them if they are anywhere near you, because the splash damage of your missiles just fucks your car up. That is, if you can even hit these guys in the first place. The missiles interchangeably launch from the left and right, and therefore often completely miss the target. Oh, what the fuck? Just shoot from the center.
You desperately need a medical kit, 007.
Yeah, I'd love one, but you airdropped everyone behind explosive containers, you dick. I found that the machine gun holds them off long enough to switch to your missiles and get them from a distance. Okay, finally, beat these guys. Pick up the seemingly useless shield, and we're off to battle forklifts. Yep, a couple of insanely armored forklifts. Oh, what the fuck? You can't shoot them from up on this ramp? Like, I would get if the missiles just, went over them or something, but your missiles just explode right in front of you. That doesn't make any fucking sense. It's not like I'm facing an incline. I'm sitting on a flat surface facing a decline.
Careful, 007. Titanium armor won't protect you against stupidity.
Holy shit, these guys are tough. Oh, great, we're back at the Battle Royale. Ugh, shit! For fuck's sake!
Keep circling until you find its weak side exposed.
Oh, now you tell me. Thanks, Q.
007, return fire!
Fuck! Ah, ha, ha!
Years worth of patient
Oh, fucking splash explosion! Seriously! Fucking fuck! Come on!
Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm done. I'm good. I don't want to play anymore. Like, it's not a particularly insulting addition to the franchise, it's just not a particularly good addition to the franchise, and can even be wildly frustrating at times. But not frustrating in the sense that there's a challenge that I can't rise to, it's frustrating in the sense that the gameplay itself is the challenge. And that doesn't make a good game. So, 007, nothing to do with racing. If you're a rabid Bond fan, I guess get it for your collection, but I don't know. If you're a normal person, just leave it be. Go play something else. That game left me shaken and stirred.